Hi Alyssa, how are you doing today? All right, so today we're going to be working on our camel spin. And our goal for today is to achieve proper position, proper centering of a spin, and all the key points that we can get a gold level camel spin. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing I'd like to start off is with our position. Do you know where our free foot should be in the air? At your hip or higher, that's right. So what we're going to start off with is a forward spiral on the edge that it goes into for our camel spin, okay? Would you like to show me your forward spiral? You can use the circle, okay? Other way, this way. So we'll go forward, okay? Follow me. This way, and we're going to go into a left forward outside spiral. All right, so for that one, did you feel your shoulders go a little bit down?
Yeah.
So when we do that, if we apply that to the camel spin, most of our weight is in the upper part of our body. So if we're doing that and our shoulders lean forward, we're gonna end up bobbing and losing our edge, okay? So I'd like to see another one of those forward outside spirals, trying to keep our shoulders up along with our head. You did have your head up, which is nice, but I'd like to see your shoulders extending back, okay? Good, shoulders up and back. That was better. I liked how you applied what I said about your shoulders to this time, but now I'd like to see you hold it just for a little bit longer, because you know how many times we have to hold it? It's 2, but we'd like to hold it for 3, okay? So let's see another one, and I'll count it out this time, okay? All right, remember your shoulders. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, see, I knew you could do it. I knew you could hold it for 3 seconds. Let's move on, and we're gonna go on by the boards, and we're gonna get our perfect position, okay? Let's come on over here. So same as the spiral we just did, we'll have our hands up on the boards, and we're just gonna go up right into a camel position. Good, okay. So, we wanna remember to keep our free foot. And what I see going on here with your hip is they're not stacked. So what that means is you have them both facing down. What we want to do is we want to have our free leg over our skating hip, okay? So instead of being straight in front of it, we're going to lean a little bit like that, okay? Try that one out. Good, right directly over it, that's nice. And then we got to adjust our shoulders for that, right? So we're still going to have them up and back, same with your head. So let's try that all together on the boards. Okay. That's great position. Think we can do that backwards now? A backward spiral?
I've never done that before.
Let's try it out then. How about we use the red line here, and we're gonna try and stay on a straight edge, because we're gonna be on the ball of our foot when we're spinning. We don't really need to be on an edge. So we're gonna have the same foot back, okay? And I want you to think about all the same things, but this time now that we're going backwards, you're gonna feel more of the rocker, right? So if you lean your forward shoulder, we're gonna fall much easier. Go ahead and try out that backward spiral. There we go. All right, did you feel what happened there? Got a little bit scratchy, didn't it? So what can we do to fix the scratchiness?
You have to stay on the ball of your foot.
Right, so how can we stay on the ball of our foot? What can we do to make that a little bit better? So think about what happens when we're going to the ball of our foot. We're leaning forward, right? We're putting more of our body weight to the front. If we could change our center of balance towards our hips right here, we can do that by our lean and by bending our knees, right? So let's try that again. And I want you to think of bending first, going up into the position, so we have established our center of balance first, okay? Let's see that. Bend first. There we go. There was no stretching this time. High five for that. I'm proud of that. Okay, are you ready to move on to our entry for it? I think we're good to go. So we're gonna start our entry bar spin with back crossovers, holding an inside edge, and stepping forward. So we're just gonna do a little exercise first. If you wanna stay right here, I'll show you how I'd like to see, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do our back crossovers this way, hold the inside edge, change of our arms, and step step forward, okay? Got that? Let's see it. Hold the edge and step forward. All right, so I like what you have with your arms here in the L position. That was good. But then as you step forward, did you feel your arms got a little bit sloppy?
Yeah.
So we need to have some good control going in. What I like to think of is we have it in an L, so follow me like this. Good. And this front hand here, you're gonna use to sweep, okay? So pretend you're swiping all the stuff off the table. You're gonna sweep off all the table, and then you're gonna have your arms out like this, okay? Let's see that exercise one more time, please. There we go. Sweep. There we go. All right. We had the little free turn here. I felt that was because our shoulders got a little bit weak. You can definitely hold them on stronger, and I know you can do that from experience, right? One more thing I wanted to point out, just as we're going in, make sure we have our arms hugging the circle first, and then you can go into this position, okay? Let's try that one more time. And so arms hugging the circle, there you go. So bring this one back. Your arm comes back first, just as we're prepping for it. You're gonna hold the inside edge, that's where your arm draws forward, good. And then now step forward, and sweep. Much better, that's what I like to see. Okay, so I'd like to see you do that one more time, but now we're gonna focus on the knee action, okay? So as we're winding up in, we're gonna step forward and have our knee bent, okay? And we're gonna follow that knee bent until we rise. Go ahead, let's try that again, and I'll watch your free leg. Have that free arm back first. This one back, there you go. And now you can wind up. That's okay, don't worry about it. And now we're gonna bring the L. Good, step forward, bend your knee. There we go, that's what I'd like to see. All right, I think we're ready to move on, and we're gonna try the snap into the spin, okay? And when I say snap, what I'm talking about is that one moment in the camel spin where we go from pushing on the free foot, and as your weight goes onto the ball of the foot, is when you pop up into the position, okay? So we're gonna try a camel spin just on the spot here, and I'm gonna hold your hand, and you're gonna pull right into it, okay? So, let's start right here. And I'm just gonna hold on to your hand, okay? And I want you to bend your skating leg. Bend, 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 and I'll tell you when to snap, okay? Ready? Go into the camel spin, bend, snap. Did you feel how that happened? You popped up? So instead, what happened here was you got your pop up in your skating, but your knee didn't quite pop up all the way. So did you feel how you turned onto the inside edge? Yeah. Let's try that one again, okay? So bend, and then you're gonna pop right up into it. Sound good? Bend and pop. There we go. I knew you can do this. That's good. Okay. I think it's time that we move on to the centering and the exit of the spin. So we have lots of time to work on the element itself, okay? So what I'd like to see is just a 1 foot spin with a nice exit, okay? Yep, crossovers is good. There we go. All right. Few things I want to talk about with this spin. We had good preparation into it. You had a nice L position. As you step forward, did you feel your free arm sort of just went through it and went into it? We want to make sure, because when we go into the camel spin, we have that change of balance, right? So I want to make sure you have this nice and solid before you go off into it. Also, from looking at it, can you tell what part of the blade you were on? Which part? You were getting onto your toe pick, right? Okay, so think about as you're going into it, you step forward, sweep your arm, and I want you to keep your knee bent until you feel your center of balance is equal, okay? Until you feel that you're not on your toe pick, you're on the ball of your foot, okay? Let's see one more of those 1 foot spins, please. Step forward, sweep. There we go. And look at how much centered that is.
Yeah.
So when we're doing this at competition, they are looking at how centered it is, but the most important thing is that position. So if we could have this established at a gold level, then we have to just worry about a position, which would be nice, okay? Let's move on. We're going to do the 1 foot spin again, but now we're going to work on the exit, okay? So after you've done your 1 foot spin, we're gonna rise up of our free leg, step onto it and out, okay? So just spin, rise up, step back out onto it, right? And that's where you get to show your great position and ending position, okay? So let's see your 1 foot spin. And we're gonna try and rise that free leg so that we have a nice push to step out onto it, okay? So same entry with the backward cross step. Good. L position, step forward. And out. All right, did you feel how it got a little bit curvy there? I think what happened there was as we were coming out to exit, we still had our knee bent, so we were still pressing into the ice. What we want to do is we want to have a rise action, okay? So once I'm done spinning, I'm going to rise, and even my free leg will rise before I step out to finish it, okay? So let's see another one of those. Forward. Rise your free foot and step out. There we go. Okay, so when you stepped out onto the edge, we weren't getting much straighter. That was good. I feel like just what happened is your shoulders got away on you. Did you feel that? We got to work on making those nice and strong and remembering that. Even though we don't think about it in a spin, we got to remember that our shoulders are helping us with our position, okay? I think we're ready to move on to the whole thing. What do you think? Whole camel spin. You want to show me one? All right, let's see it. Step forward. And push out. All right, so what we did was we had a not bad entry going into it. We got a nice L position. I feel what happened was our sweep was a little bit too fast, okay? You were going slow, but I felt like you went into it and just got, oh, I gotta go up. It's time to go up now. It's okay if we have to sit there around a curve until we get up, okay? It's where we're moving from this point of our blade, shifting upward, and then pop onto the ball of the foot, okay? Try that one again for me. Sweep, ready, hold it. Now pop. Okay, so I did like that action much better. You did get around. Now what we just got to think about is how long we got to hold it, right? So what can we do to keep our spin centered and right up into position? That's a tricky one. So think we just did our pop. How could we keep it staying there? How could we keep in that camel position? Yeah, keeping your weight on your balance. The second we start shifting on our balance is when we start moving on to our inside edge, and then we lose our position because we can't balance it anymore, okay? So let's just think about, we have a nice string going along our body, okay? And as we go here, we still have that string there. It's going up from our leg, and we're being held up. That's where our center of balance is being held, okay? So I want you to remember everything you did because you did apply that sweep and it was nice into it. And we're gonna try and focus on the balance now, okay? Go ahead, let's do that camel spin. Step forward and hold it. Now up. Where's your balance? You felt that, didn't you? You could feel it. All right, you want to show me another one? I know you know that we're talking about, and now I'd like to see you apply it. Step forward, hold it. 2. All right. You felt it lean, right? So actually, when you did pop into that one, I really like the pop. You got up right away, that was nice. But you yourself, you can feel the lack of balance there, right? And we'll get that over time with a lot of practicing. So I think we just need to come around and practice this spin a lot more. It's a spin that we don't like to work on because it's tricky and tough, but it's a really important spin. And we gotta hold that position, or else you know what we get on our spin? Merit. We don't want a merit at competition, do we? We want a gold, all right? So let's see another one of those. Pop. Uh-oh, what happened there? You rocked up on your toe, didn't you? Okay, so it's time to go, but I'd like to see one more good one. So really think about your balance as you're going into it, and remember to take it slow as you go on your turning edge into it, okay? Let's do a nice one. Hold it, step forward. Rising up and out. All right, I think that was a pretty decent one to end the day with. Come on over here. So nice work today. I like how you applied the sweeping arm coming through. That worked really well for you. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
One thing I'd like you to remember is just your balance and how once we get up onto the ball of the foot is when we got to settle back down and stay on the ball of foot instead of rocking up onto our toe pick. But that's going to come to you because I know you know what we're talking about, right? All right, thank you so much for everything today. I'll see you next week. Good job. Thank you, Alyssa.